The Bucks have struggled on defense. They've slipped from 4th on D last season to 22nd this year. So they've taken a dip. And they're currently allowing 7 more points per game than they did last season, ranking just 25th this season. Recently, it's been even worse. They've allowed 124.9 points per game in their 11 January games, their most allowed over 11-game span in franchise history. Senior NBA insider Adrian Wojnarowski shocked the NBA world with news of this coaching change. Now he's on SportsCenter. Woj, it's been only 43 games. Why make this move now?
And Max, I think the plan in Milwaukee this season, I think even early on when they had a young coach who was growing, who was figuring out his way with a championship contender, the view was that they would allow him to grow in this job and at least get through this season and evaluate at the end. And ultimately, the organization decided that they couldn't get where they wanted to go with Adrian Griffin this year. And they made a decision to move on from him today. And with the belief that they needed a veteran coach, they needed an accomplished veteran coach for this group. They've had the easiest schedule in the league to date. Through those first 43 games, it gets more difficult. And this was an arduous decision for this Milwaukee organization. They were very fond personally of Adrian Griffin. I think John Horst, their GM, believes he's going to be a good NBA coach, but their timeline in Milwaukee is different. And they made a very difficult decision today to move on from him and now pursue a coach that they think gives them a better chance to win a championship.
One thing is clear, Woj, it is a tough business in the NBA. Now that Griffin is out, our colleague Doc Rivers appears to be at the top of their list. Where do things stand between the Bucks and Doc?
Max, the Bucks reached out to Doc Rivers, his representative, late this afternoon, early this evening, and they've been talking about this job. He is certainly at the forefront of the Bucks search. Certainly, his 25 years as a head coach, a championship in Boston, the last 3 years in Philly where he got to the conference semifinals, obviously very familiar with this Eastern Conference, and a belief, that he can command the respect of Giannis Antetokounmpo, Damian Lillard, this veteran team, get them better defensively. And again, Doc Rivers, a Marquette grad, he has a long basketball lineage in the city of Milwaukee, obviously grew up just down the road in Chicago. He is the focus of this Bucks search, and they continue to talk tonight about the possibility of him becoming the next head coach.
There's one thing that we do know. When the decision is made, Adrian Wojnarowski is your guy to track the latest. Woj, thanks for the time.
Thank you, Max.
Since Giannis's rookie season, the Bucks have had 5 head coaches, 5. And out of all of them, Adrian Griffin actually has the best record. Joe Prunty will serve as interim head coach once again for the Bucks. Back in 2018, he led Milwaukee to a 21-16 record after Jason Kidd's firing.